A mother and her fiancé have been charged after her 7-year-old child brought a gun to a Michigan elementary school earlier this month. The second grade student carried an unloaded handgun in their backpack at Cesar E. Chavez Elementary School in Grand Rapids, May the 3rd. So there's an important point. Thankfully, the handgun was unloaded. Still, a 7-year-old taking a gun to school, not a particularly good thing. The child's mother, Aubrey Wilson, 32 years of age, was charged with 4th-degree child abuse, which is a misdemeanor. Apparently, child abuse in Michigan isn't that big of a deal. It's only a misdemeanor. Whilst her fiancé, Chelsea Barkley, 29 years of age, was charged with being a felon in charge of a firearm. And being a felon in charge of a firearm is also a felony. The gun was not legally owned and is believed to be stolen. The fiancé, Chelsea Barkley, is reportedly in custody on unrelated charges. Okay, so we're told a little bit of further information. The county prosecutor believes that the weapon was brought into the home and left in a secure place, or at least a place that the child could not access it. But another individual, I'm guessing the fiancée Chelsea Barkley, the felon, decided to move the gun to a place that was accessible to the child. And that child, the 7-year-old, took that gun and brought it to their school, Cesar Chavez Elementary School. Again, thankfully, the gun was unloaded. And the child carried the gun in their backpack, which is an important point. Thankfully, members of staff confiscated the unloaded handgun, and we're told that there was no threats of violence from the student. My guess is the student didn't really have a grasp on the gun being an actual gun. There is an image that you'll see in this video of a pink gun. I believe that is the gun in question. I mean, it looks like a toy to me. We're told that the mother and the fiancé have been fully cooperative with police. Going back to the charges, the 4th-degree child abuse charge carries a sentence of up to 1 year in prison and a $1,000 fine. In my mind, way too low, way too lenient. The felony weapons charge carries a penalty of up to 5 years in prison. The police chief made a statement. He said, "Keeping legally possessed guns secure and out of the hands of kids is critical to our children's safety." No shit, Sherlock. We, together as a community, all have a role to play in keeping our children safe. Yes, very much so. We're told that 1 week after this incident where a 7-year-old took a gun to school, another very similar situation happened. A week later, an 8-year-old elementary school child came to school, this time with a loaded handgun. Again, the gun was found in the backpack, and that happened at Stocking Elementary School. Now, because of that, Grand Rapids Public Schools District has banned backpacks. Seems a bit unusual. I mean, I almost said excessive, a bit excessive to ban backpacks, but no, clearly it's not excessive. Clearly, you guys in America, certainly in Michigan, need to be concerned about your children carrying guns to school, your pupils having guns in their backpacks, your pupils getting angry and shooting your teachers. It's a thing. So Grand Rapids Public Schools District has revealed it confiscated 4 handguns from students in just this academic year alone. So it seems to me that you guys have got quite the epidemic in regards to children and also young adults accessing guns that are owned but not adequately secured by adults within the household. That's a pretty dangerous position to be in. Having your kids habitually take guns into school. So going back to the backpack ban, that strikes me as being odd. I mean, it's not normal to have a society where you can't trust children, even those under the age of 10, with backpacks just because they may be carrying guns. That is a bizarre society to be a part of. It really is. But that is where you're at currently in America. I don't say that in like a mocking way. I'm saying that in a very disturbed way. You guys have got a gun control problem for sure. You've got a prolific amount of guns. Felons have got guns even though they're not allowed to have guns, but they get them anyway. Children have got access to guns. Young adults have got access to guns. The mentally ill have got access to guns. Criminals have got guns with switches, extendos. I wonder where the breaking point came. And I wonder what the solution is. I don't know what the solution is. I don't think there is a solution. I think this is the society you live in now, a gun-infested society. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm against the Second Amendment. I'm not. I think you need the Second Amendment. From my point of view, as a somewhat ignorant layman who's never lived in America, doesn't really have to face this issue, but my take on it is you have so many criminals, so many felons with guns, so many mentally ill with guns, that it makes sense to enable your sane citizens to also have guns. But with that, you're stuck with a whole heap of guns. And with that, you're going to have a whole heap of gun deaths on an ongoing basis. Not the best situation to be in, but that's where you're at. I'm going to wrap things up at this point. If you agree or disagree with any of my comments, please feel free to drop a comment. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Consider joining the memberships. I'll thank you for listening and take care.